Educating, empowering, and inspiring you to live healthier is our mission. So let's begin. Hey, health warriors. This is episode number 97 of the Life, Strength, and Health podcast. Kim here. Thank you for joining me this week. And if you have not had a chance to listen to last week's episode, which was episode number 96, and the title of the episode was How to Prepare for Your Colon Hydrotherapy Session. So to access that episode, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com/96. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but I dive into if you're going to go for a colon hydrotherapy session, what you can do to best prepare mentally and physically to get the most out of your session. And as I mentioned, that's at lifestrengthandhealth.com/96 to access that episode and the show notes pages. Another thing I want to share, and Jamal and I are pretty excited about this, is that we are going through the process of rebranding our company. We haven't been speaking much about this, but this has been going on for a little while, trying to get this right. But we want our company to convey what we're all about and have our true feel about it. And over the years, it has changed. And as we continue to grow and as Life, Strength, and Health continues to evolve, we, knew it was necessary to change the face and the feel of our company. And in the next coming weeks, we will start unveiling that. It'll start with our social media platforms. We have a new logo, colors, and, we're really excited about this, the feel of it. We're super excited with what has come to fruition, and we'll be releasing that over the upcoming weeks, and our website should be up shortly, just waiting for a couple little things to finalize it, but it's almost there, so we're so excited. And as I mentioned, you'll begin to see it on our social media sites. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Those are our main three social media platforms that we deal with. We'll also be rolling over this branding into our Health Warrior membership site. And I've already begun the process of implementing the rebranding. You can only see it if you're a member and you log in. So for Health Warrior members, if you've noticed the branding, just let us know what you think. But eventually that will be on the sales page, and we'll be moving our sales page on our physical website. And also with our membership site, we're changing the name from Life, Strength, and Health Warrior membership to Life, Strength, and Health membership. It only makes sense to stay congruent and in alignment with our company, Life, Strength, and Health. So eventually the sales page will be, or the main page will be on our website, and you will be logging in from the website as well. So we're super excited about that. Can't wait to get your feedback on the new rebranding, and that's going to go across company wide and other areas of our business and in our office. So we're super excited about that. And one last thing I want to share before we dive into this week's organic food for thought is that we're excited about sharing that we now have our own online dispensary. And one of the reasons, well, many reasons why we're so excited about this is that there are tons of health products on the market, some great ones, some not so great ones. And unfortunately, a lot of people tend to get confused, or they are buying a product and thinking that it's a certain potency or effectiveness, and it's like the watered down version of it. And a lot of clients, when they come into our office, they get access to practitioner grade supplements that are not available over the counter, because you have to have certain credentials to purchase these products. And these products that we use, we utilize them in our programs, and we also instruct our clients on how to properly take these supplements, because just reading the label and using the recommended dosage, when you're trying to rebalance your body, you have to be a little bit more aggressive. So we definitely help our clients with understanding that and what they need to do with a certain product. And so also a lot of clients, they ask us to recommend products if they need a specific supplement or a food-based product. They always, we get that a lot, where they ask us to recommend products or personal care products and so on and so forth. So we're super excited about offering our online dispensary because now you can get access to practitioner grade, fresh, high quality supplements directly from us. You can go online. You don't have to call us. You can call us and order products. But now you have full access on any mobile device, any computer, to the products that we normally offer in the office. We have a recommended list of products already in there waiting for you, whether it's personal care products, supplements, a lot of the things, common things that people come to us for or ask us about. We already have our recommended list in there. If you're looking for an additional product, you have access to our full database of products. And all you have to do is just put that information in the search bar and see what products are available. Our dispensary is free of charge to set up. You can access it on any mobile device, any computer. It's very easy to set up. And if you are interested in learning more or signing up, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com/wellness. That's lifestrengthandhealth.com/wellness and check it out. It's really easy to sign up. Also, all products in there are 10% off. This is something that we do not offer in the office to general customers. Our Health Warrior members, you guys, of course, get your applicable discounts. But if you're not a Health Warrior member, if you're not a part of our membership community, this is a great way to take advantage of that 10% discount. And any orders over $49 is free shipping. Also, one of the things that we really love about this is our dispensary is that we can, once your account is set up and you need assistance with something, we can put protocols and products in your account or suggested products in your account, and we can give you instructions on how to use the products, and we can upload documents so you can really communicate with us and really get some guidance and supervision in terms of products with our online dispensary. So we're so excited. This will allow us to help our clients so much more, especially our clients that may not be in a position or ready to move forward to do a program. We can still work with you in this fashion and recommend certain products, how to take them, and so much more. So to learn more about our online dispensary or to sign up for your free account, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com/wellness to sign up or to learn all about our online dispensary. So now let's segue into this week's organic food for thought. And this week's organic food for thought is on the dangers of toxic insect repellents. Most insect repellents on the market are loaded with toxic chemicals, including DEET, which is so poisonous that even the Environmental Protection Agency says you should wash it off your skin when you return indoors. Avoid breathing it in and not spray it directly on your face. Some dangers of DEET and chemical insect repellents are that the chemical DEET can melt plastic or fishing line. And a pharmacologist at Duke University discovered that prolonged exposure to DEET may impair cell function in parts of your brain. Permethrin is another harmful chemical found in many bug sprays. This chemical is a neurotoxin, meaning it kills brain cells. Permethrin is also extremely toxic to bees, cats, and all aquatic life. Not only is it hurting the body, it's also damaging the environment. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, also known as the EPA, has categorized this permethrin as carcinogenic, capable of causing lung tumors, liver tumors, immune system problems, and chromosomal abnormalities. If these sprays can kill mosquitoes and melt plastic, it is probably not a good idea to use it on your skin. So when we use these repellents, the toxic chemicals that are inside them get directly absorbed into our blood through the skin and may be doing more damage to the body than we ever imagined. Many people do not make the connection between chemically based bug sprays and pesticides. However, bug sprays that prevent pests such as mosquitoes through harsh chemicals are indeed pesticides. In the same way you wouldn't put weed killer on your arm, you might think twice about putting certain pesticides on your skin. So after hearing all of that, I highly suggest that you move to a more natural insect repellent. And there's so many alternatives out there. If you Google, natural bug spray on the internet, you'll find tons of recipes. In episode number 92, we interviewed Crystal Stevens of Lavish by Nature, and she told us about a good bug repellent that she offers. So to access the episode, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com/92. Also, Health Warrior members, in your member store, we have a bug spray that is a really good bug spray that's available. So make sure you check that out in your member store at healthwarrior.co. And also, in our online dispensary, we have a bug spray that we highly recommend. And as I mentioned, to access our online dispensary and get 10% off, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com/wellness. So as I mentioned before, I highly suggest that you try an alternative to the traditional insect repellent because it's highly toxic. You're putting these highly toxic chemicals on your skin, which means you're absorbing them into your body, and it affects your brain and your overall health and well-being. So now let's segue into this week's episode. And the title of this week's episode is The Rule of Five. And this episode is all about mindset. And I always, I like to say that mindset is that secret sauce to reaching your health goals. Because no matter what program you do, what diet, what regimen that you're doing, if you have a poor mindset or a limited mindset, this can be the silent killer of you reaching your health goals or sustaining them, because a poor mindset or a lack of a good mindset can lead to self-sabotage or a lack of persistence when you're reaching a health goal. And this rule of five, this principle can be applied to help you reach and sustain your health goals. It's very helpful in you developing healthy habits, and it could give you a simple approach to living healthier. So the rule of five, what is this? The rule of five is simply, it means that every day you do 5 specific things that will move you forward towards reaching your health goal. That's it. 5 things that you do each and every day that's moving you towards reaching your health goals. So in terms of implementing the rule of 5, the first step is to know what your health goal is. Just being healthy, it's too general. It's just a blanket statement. We need to drill down into a specific health goal that you would like to accomplish. It needs to be clear and specific. Now, there's an acronym called SMART, and SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. And this is a good way to base whether your health goal is a good one. Is it specific enough? Can I measure my progress? Is it attainable, right? Can I attain this? Is it relevant? Do I really want to accomplish this health goal? And is it timely? Is it something that is worth my time in going towards, right? So you want to measure your health goal up against the SMART principles. And if you are, a little overwhelmed in picking a health goal that, you want to strive for, there's no, don't be embarrassed or don't be ashamed to seek assistance from a natural health professional, preferably a holistic health practitioner, because a holistic health practitioner is going to assess you and get to the root of any imbalances that are going on within your body. The Western approach is only addressing a symptom. But when you take a holistic approach, it's getting to the root of the problem and giving you a clear and concise plan of action to move forward. So you'll know what's going on with your health. You'll have an idea of what you need to do to reverse any imbalances and to have good health. And you'll have clear, actionable steps. And when you have these actionable steps, it's very easy to implement your rule of 5, because now you have a clear plan of action to move forward in, and you just focus on the tasks that you need to accomplish. Okay. So once you have your clear and specific goal, The next step is to implement the rule of 5. So you have, like I said, you're going to determine the 5 specific things that you're going to do daily to move forward towards achieving your health goal. So you need to set your intentions on these 5 things that you're going to do daily, right? You want to write them down. When you write down your goals, that's a very powerful thing that a lot of people don't do, is write their goals down, and not just write it down once and forget about it. Write it down weekly, write it down daily. I write some goals down daily to keep it in the forefront of my mind and in my consciousness. And when you do the rule of 5, this is how our habits are developed, right? It's small steps done consistently. And it doesn't sound fun or exciting. It can be mundane, but it's so worth it, because when you're doing small actionable steps, it stops you from getting overwhelmed. But the thing is, you have to trust the process. We're in a microwave society where you see things on social media and people say, oh, I lost 30 pounds in a month. But in actuality, that's just not how it works. You didn't put those 30 pounds on in 1 month. It was over time. So you have to be gentle with yourself. You have to be more forgiving of yourself. Trust the process. Just invest in yourself each and every day. Do these 5 specific tasks each and every day. And before you know it, you'll start to see the results. You'll start to feel better, and it's just going to fuel you, and it's going to make these tasks a habit. And when things become a habit, it becomes a lifestyle, and then you're living a holistic life. You're living a healthy life. And I personally feel that, and I'm speaking from my own experience, when you feel better, things just go so much better in your life. You handle disappointment. You handle stresses so much better. You feel good about yourself. But in the beginning, when you're starting your journey, it's a little rough. You're establishing new health habits, new patterns of behavior, new thought processes. It's almost like you're walking by faith, because you're doing certain things, but when it comes to living holistically, it's a process. We don't take an allopathic approach. And what I mean by that is, it's not like we're taking, some medication to alleviate a pain. When you take a natural approach, we get down to the root of why do you have the pain, address that, and then the pain should subside on its own. So we tune in more into what your body needs instead of masking certain symptoms and certain signs that are showing that something serious is going on. So I wanted to give an example of using the rule of 5 when trying to address a health imbalance. And in this example, it's going to be someone who has a blood sugar imbalance, okay? And I'm going to list 5 things a person can say that they're going to implement into their rule of 5 that they're going to do each and every day to move closer to balancing out their blood sugar. Okay. So the first thing is, when you have a blood sugar imbalance, you may eat a lot of processed, highly sugar foods. And one of the best ways to combat that is to prepare your food at home. And a lot of times it's very difficult. I can completely understand when you're busy. It's tough to be consistent when making food at home, but you're going to commit to this because it's worth it. You have a smart goal. You want to balance out your blood sugar level. And so it's going to take some sacrifice. It's going to take some discipline. And one of the ways to make food at home is to meal prep. So maybe not make the food the day of, maybe make food ahead of time, make a big pot of something and eat off of it for a day or 2. And this will help you to eat out less. I'm not saying, stop eating out completely, but for, most of the time when most people eat out, you're eating things that you really shouldn't have. But when you eat at home, you control the variables of the ingredients. You know what's going into your food. You're putting the energy into your food, and it's definitely more wholesome. And then if you do eat out, you find a restaurant that serves good quality food that nourishes your body and that helps to stabilize your blood sugar or won't help to spike it, I should say. Okay, the next thing in the rule of 5 when you want to balance out your blood sugar is self-care. Now, when you tend to have a blood sugar imbalance, you generally gravitate more towards the sweets. It's comforting, it tastes good, it's addictive. But a lot of times when you gravitate toward that, you're highly stressed. So one thing that most people need to be consistent with is their self-care. We are living in a time of, it's just everything is go, 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 go. It's super fast. You don't have time for yourself. You're going from one thing to the next, whether it's work, whether it's something with your family, other side projects you have going on. A lot of times we can get so burnt out and we lack the proper self-care. So in this Rule of 5 regimen for balancing your blood sugar level, self-care, doing something every day for your self-care could be one of the tasks. And self-care could be something as simple as walking, taking a walk, taking a bath, going to the gym, meditating, reading a book, watching a comedy show, just something that is for you, where you can unplug and just do something to feed you, your soul, your spirit, and help you to relax. The next thing in the Rule of 5 for balancing your blood sugar is to make sure, especially if you're working with a health practitioner or a health professional, to make sure you're consistently taking your supplements and products to help support your body and rebalance it, because that is also self-care as well, but it's also a necessity at times to help rebalance your body, especially when you want to be aggressive with it and you really want to hit that health goal. Make sure you're staying consistent with taking your supplements and your products to support and, rebalance your body. The next thing in the Rule of 5 would be to avoid processed sugars, the thing that's contributing to your blood sugar imbalance, avoiding them at all costs. Will it be easy? Probably not. Is it worth it? It's so worth it. And when you start to eliminate these things from your diet and you have that control and discipline, it's so empowering and you feel so much better. You won't have those blood sugar spikes where you have all this energy and then you crash and burn and you can't even think straight and you have foggy brain and you're irritable. I've been there. I was a sugarholic. I'm a recovering sugarholic, and processed sugar doesn't do anything for you but just satisfy your taste buds, but it's certainly not worth it, and your body will thank you. It wreaks havoc on your body. So avoiding processed sugar would definitely be very helpful and a great task in your Rule of 5. Another one would be to use natural sweetener replacements. One of the things that we teach our clients is that we see a lot of clients with blood sugar imbalances and we help them, and finding alternatives that not only taste good, but are good for your body is a win-win. And I speak from personal experience. I have a sweet tooth, but I can no longer eat those processed sugars. It wreaks havoc on me still. Immediately, I can feel the impact. So learning about natural sweeteners, using them, replacing those processed sugars, your body will thank you. And this is a great task in your Rule of 5 for balancing your blood sugar imbalance. So that was an example of the Rule of 5 for a specific health goal of addressing your blood sugar imbalance. Now, if that seemed a lot, if you felt overwhelmed, or if you need help with specific tasks that you want to accomplish to reach your health goal, like I said before, do not hesitate to get help from a health practitioner. Working with the qualified professional will collapse time frames, and it takes the guesswork out so that you can focus on the tasks that you need to focus on and not try to figure it out, then focus on, because you can get so overwhelmed. There's so much great information, but still it's a lot of information to decipher. So don't be ashamed or don't hesitate if you want to seek assistance from a health practitioner. So that was the example that I used for the addressing your blood sugar imbalance. 5 things that you can implement each and every day. You take one day at a time and you keep implementing these 5 steps each and every day. And it's going to help you reach, or at least it's going to move you forward each and every day to reaching your health goals. So as I mentioned, this is all about mindset. It's all about taking action. And when you implement the Rule of 5, the first thing you have to remember is make sure that it's a clear and specific goal, and that it's a SMART goal that is specific, that is measurable, attainable, and timely. Once you determine your goal, next, it's time to determine the 5 things that you'll do daily to move you forward to reaching your health goal. And once you determine those 5 things, The only thing left to do is to take daily, consistent action, because if you don't have action, how are you going to achieve your results? No action, no results. And as I mentioned also, if you need help, get the help. If you need help determining a goal, if you need help determining your plan of action or the 5 steps in your rule of 5 to work each day towards your goal, then work with a qualified health professional and get the necessary help that you need, because it's all about improving your health. It's all about reaching your health goals, and whatever assistance that you need that's going to get you there is so worth it. Invest in yourself. You deserve it. Okay, so thank you for listening to this week's episode. For access to the show notes pages, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com/97 to access the show notes pages. And before we go, we just want to let you know that this episode was sponsored by Life Strength and Health. And Life Strength and Health is our wellness center located in New Jersey. And it's our mission to help clients feel their best, getting to the root of the cause of their imbalance, giving you a clear and concise plan of action, and that support and accountability to help you to reach your health goals. So to learn more about our wellness center, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com or give us a call at 1-800-503-7127. And before we go, make sure you subscribe to our podcast. We are on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, Spotify, all of the major podcast players. Make sure you subscribe to the show so you know when we release new episodes immediately. Okay. And also please spread the word about our podcast. If you think you know someone that would benefit from our weekly podcast, please share it. We truly appreciate it. We're trying to reach as many people as possible. Okay, so once again, thank you for listening. Stay tuned for next week's episode. And until next time, live healthier. We want to say thank you for listening to the show and for access to the show notes pages, more podcast episodes, blog content, as well as more information about our center, Life Strength and Health. Then just visit us at lifestrengthandhealth.com. Until next time, live healthier.